Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And both these teams, Clark, really pass the ball. If you love great ball movement, this is the game for you.
For sure. Both of these teams really share the ball and rack up a bunch of assists. That speaks to how selfless and cohesive and well-connected they are. This is the kind of matchup basketball fans should really enjoy watching.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Brandon. Pass to Sealy. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Minnesota ball. Here's Brandon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Kobe. Shaq kicks to Rice. And the three off target. Here's Brandon. Here's Serbiak. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bryant against Smith. Kobe, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Brandon. Here's Sealy. Here's Brandon. 17 points in his last outing.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shots good by Rice.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Brandon. Garnett outside. Pass to Sealy. Back to Garnett. Timberwolves passing it around. And that one drops for him. Brandon's got his second bucket.
Garnett is the whole package, man. That's a great pass.
Here's Rice. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Minnesota in the lead. And here is Serbiak. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Brandon, the pass to Sealy. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brandon. Now here's Garnett. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Rice. O'Neal finds Bryant. 13 feet away. And there it is for him.
You know, when it's Kobe running that pick and roll, I think you've got to blitz him. Get the ball out of his hands. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the bucket from Brandon.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Shaw passes to O'Neal. Outside for Kobe. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Kobe's got 5 now.
You know, you've got to guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting it fly.
Garnett. And it's sent back by O'Neal. He's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. And the Lakers making a change here. Harper's checked in. Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Harper. Just 5 to shoot. Brandon, the pass to Garnett. Green with the rebound. Lakers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Impressive work down on the block.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
All right, fans, let's get some Los
Angeles. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Brandon. 6 points for him. Pass to Garnett. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
O'Neal misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Brandon. Here's Seeley, defended by Bryant. Fades and shoots. And Garnett misses.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Down low. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist from Ron Harper. Bryant's got 7 points in the game.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
Here's Brandon. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Garnett. The putback. The Lakers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meet. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Tricky pump fake move there. Really put the defender off balance.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here's Seeley. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Out left of the wing, 6 to shoot. Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Harper. Brandon's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 4. Bryant the pass to Green. Puts the move on. He lays it in.
And when you work that rock down low, take shots from there. You'll shoot it at a very high clip.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Minnesota calls timeout. Fisher's check in for Ron Harper.
Number 2, Derek Fisher.
Poke loose. Smith the pass to Brandon. Shaq with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Smith. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Boy, I love how Brandon sets the table for his guys. Really the quintessential point guard. Gets the ball to his open teammate.
Now here's Bryant. 7 points in the game. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Rice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Smith inside. O'Neal's there. Nice shot by Smith. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Green dishes to Fisher. Green with a screen for Fisher. Right side, O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
O'Neal is a big man with a big personality, and that time, a little showmanship on the slam.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Garnett. And here is Serbia. A 14-point game for him in the win again. Here's Seeley, guarded by Kobe. The 3, and the basket by Serbia.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Lakers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Bryant the pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Letting his actions do his speaking and his actions say, I'm just too good.
The Timberwolves shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Jacks up a 3, and Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bryant finds Green. To the inside, O'Neal, and finished off by O'Neal.
Leaving no doubt, slamming it right through.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Brandon. He has 6 to the paint. Here's Garnett, and Garnett with the slam.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
To the inside, here's O'Neal. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. That's good from O'Neal. Some folks are out there already talking about postseason predictions. Clark, are we a little bit too early for that?
You know, for me, I think it is a little early. I don't think you can make accurate predictions at this point in the season. But the truly elite teams clearly have distinguished themselves already, and there's no denying which teams they are.
Now here's Jackson. Goes up at the stripe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Rice. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
1:49 left to play here in the first. Here's Brandon, defended by Fisher. Hammonds kicks to Jackson. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the layup.
One of the toughest shots to contest, that little teardrop.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Spurs. Fisher, left side. O'Neal is doubled. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Minnesota, they find themselves in the 8th spot.
And I think for Minnesota, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Peeler. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And he anticipated the play, and Kobe finished it on the other end.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Peeler. Garnett with a screen on Kobe. Driving inside. Shots good by Peeler.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ryan passes to Ori. Shaq with it. And Shaq with the slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Garnett. The offense coming crazy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers on top. They lead by 6 and will return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Count the basket.
Really strong finish by Shaw. Could have been an and one.
Pass to Peeler. It's Garnett on the wing. Over Ori. And Garnett misses. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here is Shaw. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. There's the drive. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kobe drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 10. Wide open. Buries the jump shot. Jackson's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here is Shaw. Here's O'Neal. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Shaq's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. For Minnesota, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Jackson. And the rebound collected by Horry.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Shaw passes to O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
Well, O'Neal is just so strong. Impossible to deny him when he makes up his mind to get to the bucket. Able to blast through any contact.
For Los Angeles, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. The free throw off from O'Neal.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. From the top of the key, rebounded by the Timberwolves. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Mitchell, and again it's Minnesota.
Assistant, Anthony Peeler.
Lakers leading by 6. Bryant passes to Shaw. Here's Horry to the right side. Now Fox hasn't made one yet. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, look at Fox facilitating for his team, making the selfless play with the ball there.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Minnesota calls timeout. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Los Angeles with some changes. Heights checked in for O'Neal. Green comes in for Horry. And Georgia subbed in for Bryant. Minnesota making a switch here. Here's Jackson. He's got 6. Great D that time from Green. Lakers leading by 8. Outside, Fox. Green dishes to Fox. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Shaw. No good from 18.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smith kicks to Garnett. Outside Jackson. Crosses over. Shaw with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Green. Here's Fox. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And Fox knows how to get to the paint now. A muscular forward who's pretty effective in the post.
Now, here's Jackson. A 3-ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Shaw. George with the ball. From 13. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Los Angeles leading by 10. George passes to Fox. Fader on the way. Rebound by Sealy.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Jackson has the open look. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Sealy passes to Jackson. Garnett. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Green. Right side, Fox. Green with a screen on Jackson. Driving inside. Just 4 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Fox has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Fox. Jackson passes to Peeler. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here is Shaw. Green passes to Fox. Outside, George. And he drives in with the fadeaway. Rebound by Sealy.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Peeler. Guarded by Fox. Here's Sealy. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Smith shoots such a solid percentage from the floor because he doesn't take bad shots. He typically takes good ones.
It's George on the wing. Outside, Green. Right side, Fox. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Jackson. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Oh, I like the quick thinking. Pulls up there and fires.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Fox passes to Shaw. Outside, George. Pass to Shaw. Knight with a screen on Jackson. Shaw, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And it's Smith missing. Los Angeles leading by 7. Green inside, guarded by Jackson. Ball stolen. Knight against Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 4 this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Here's Jackson. Rebound the Lakers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting.
Good pass from the big man Green there. Recognized his teammate was open and got it to him.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Garnett. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Fox has it in the corner. Outside, Green. Right on the wing. 5 on the clock.
minutes remaining.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Timberwolves.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ice is checked in, and it's Harper in for George. .156 left here in the second. Driving the lane, and that one's good. Brandon.
First step of Brandon, so good. Helps him get to the hoop.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Fisher dishes to Harper. Pass to Green. Height with it. Nesterovic is there. Here's Green, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Sealy passes to Zerbiak. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Brandon. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Nesterovic. A rebound by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Fisher inside. Nesterovic is there. Fisher can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Sealy. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Down low. Here's Green. Green. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Sealy. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to Zerbiak. Over Green. Tries again. And Smith puts it in. Smith's got 10.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Brandon, defended by Fisher.
Despite being under 6 feet tall, Brandon plays with a lot of heart. As a matter of fact, as much heart as anybody out there, and earns everything he gets.
Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
Now, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Steady with the ball. Fisher looks for somebody with a better shot most of the time.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Brandon. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Pass to Ori. Fisher looking it over to the middle. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Fisher. Shaq's got 4 this quarter.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
Here's Brandon. He's covered by Fisher. Inside. From the stripe. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kevin Garnett.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
Now here's Kobe. 11 points in the game. Releases. Minnesota with the rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Seeley. Pass to Brandon. And it's Rice with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Serbiak. That misses, and a chance to tie it there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
O'Neal. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. Fisher's got his 5th assist in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Seeley. Pass to Brandon. Here's Seeley, guarded by Kobe. 5 to shoot. Here's Seeley over Bryant. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. O'Neal passes to Rice. Shaq with the screen. Into the lane. Smith with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 5. Down low. Here's Garnett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Garnett's length is incredible. Makes him so hard to match up against.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Ron Harper, he's checked in for the Lakers. Good on the 2nd free throw.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Now here's Harper. Still without a basket. Here's Rice. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Harper. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Brandon.
Creating not just for others, but also himself. Good to see Brandon finding his shots out there.
Harper the pass to O'Neal. Outside, Kobe. The 3. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Seeley. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 2-point Laker lead.
Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
Kobe diving in. And Kobe throws it down hard.
That was a slick drive and throw down by Bryant. Just cruising in for that crush.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the 2nd half. And the Timberwolves call time. Los Angeles making a switch here. Fox is checked in.
Substitution for your Lakers. Number 17, Rick Fox.
Here's Brandon. Smith trying to break loose. And the rejection by Bryant. Here's the break. Pass to Harper. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Kobe, the pass to O'Neal. And here's Ori for 3. And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket. He is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Seeley. Garnett outside. Over Ori. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Timberwolves ball.
And here is Serbiak. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Serbiak's got 6.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
On the wing, Kobe. Harper with the ball. He has yet to score. Outside, Ori. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 6. The Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Brandon, the pass to Smith. Garnett against Ori. And Garnett misses. And so Bryant will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Harper kicks to Bryant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 6.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
For Minnesota. Number 1, Anthony Peeler.
Here's Brandon. 13 points in the game. Garnett, right side. Over Ori. And the shot is good from Garnett. 14 points for Garnett. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Shaq. Count that one. O'Neal's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Harper. Peeler passes to Garnett. Lock at 6. Here's Peeler. Fires it up. And it's Harper with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Kobe throws it down.
Very few athletes are built like Kobe Bryant.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Peeler. It's Garnett on the wing over Ori. And Garnett misses.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Outside, Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Here's Brandon. 13 points in the game. Peeler passes to Smith. A rebound by the Lakers. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Fox. And the layup falls. Fox has got 7.
Strong move by Fox, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Brandon.
Lakers foul. John Sal.
Shaw's checked in for Bryant. And then for Minnesota, Nesterovic is checked in. And it's Patterson in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Seeley, guarded by Fox, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you got to be careful guarding him out there because he's more than capable of drawing fouls.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Knights checked in for Orr. And Georgia subbed in for Fox. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Mitchell, he's checked in for Patterson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here is Shaw. Left side, Knight. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Brandon's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-7 run. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Fisher. He's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Brandon. He's got 13. To the middle. Here's Seeley. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. Seeley's got 10.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Outside, Fisher. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah. He can run the point, go off the ball. A tough guard to handle.
That one is off. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jackson's checked in. That one misses. Here's Knight.
2 minutes remaining.
Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Knight's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That's tipped.
And what you like about Sally, physical enough to battle inside, but athletic enough to compete on the perimeter and in transition.
The shot by George, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Jackson from long range. Here's Mitchell. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game. Down low. Here's Sally. Over Mitchell. Drops in the short one. Sally's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Getting physical in the paint and being rewarded for it.
Fisher finds George. Lakers working the ball around now. Here is Shaw. Over Jackson. Here's Sally. 4 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's the screen. Here's Brandon. Sally with the rebound. Sally's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And George kicks to Knight. Pass to Fisher. To the paint. Here's George. Off target with the jump hook. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles leading by 14. Outside Bryant. Nesterovic with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. It'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Lakers shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Rice, covered by Mitchell. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And it's sent back by Kobe.
Great defense that time by Kobe. Elite at that end of the floor, too.
Kobe Bryant.
Ron Harper is checked in for Los Angeles.
First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Sam Mitchell.
And Mitchell no good on that one. And it's the Lakers ball. On the wing, Bryant. Pass to Green. From downtown. Rice, no good. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Jackson. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Inside, stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Jackson. Garnett with the screen for Jackson. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here is Los Angeles now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Green with a screen for Bryant. Bryant bullies through.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
Here's Jackson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Here is Harper. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
But you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by the Lakers. Peeler passes to Mitchell. And here's Garnett.
You know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
Shooting for the Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Lakers leading by 10. Bryant dishes to Harper. Here's O'Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Shaq's got 35.
Nice find from Harper there. Recognizing he had an open teammate, gave it up to him.
Here's Jackson. And it's Harper with the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Kept alive. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Peeler. Back to Jackson. Here's Nesterovic, and he makes good on the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now, here's Harper. Rice kicks to Harper. Pass to Rice. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. Sealy passes to Garnett. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Garnett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
KG just looked so confident. Like the moment he had the ball, he knew that shot was dropping.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Peeler. To the inside. Fades back. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Garnett.
Just putting on the hard hat and going to work. Getting buckets is what KG does.
Now here's Harper. D right on him. Shoots from the high post. Rice, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Harper. Harper's got 4 rebounds.
How about the big fella Shaq getting it done on the drive? Terrific at getting all the way inside there.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Peeler. Misses off the right iron. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Rice. Banked in off the glass. The Timberwolves shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Nesterovic. Pass to Peeler. On the wing, Jackson looking to get back on track here. And it's Rice with the rebound.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Jackson for the 3. Keeps it alive, and Garnett able to finish. Garnett's got 13 points in the second half.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
And here's Kobe for 3. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Sealy. Goes back up. The Lakers with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rice kicks to Harper. Bryant from way outside. Nesterovic with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting 43% for the game. Here's Sealy. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Lakers leading by 11. Tries from the block. That one goes. Count it. Rice has got 6 here in this quarter.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Joe Smith, Wally Zerbiak, Terrell Bradley.
The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And it's Smith missing. The Lakers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Takes it inside. Harper, no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. Sealy passes to Smith. Another shot. Pass to Brandon. They shoot again. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
A tough spot on the floor for a guy his size. That's what makes Brandon so crafty.
Bryant looking it over. Three-pointer. Here's the three ball by Bryant.
Showing off the range, making the defense stand up and take note.
The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Brandon. The Lakers with the rebound. Harper's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rice dishes to Kobe. Harper the pass to Green. And the shot no good, a bit short. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Serbiak. Pass to Sealy. Takes it off the glass. Sealy's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
The kick out to Harper. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, the energy Ron Harper brings to his game is pretty impressive. I mean, it helps him make contributions on both ends because he's always putting forth great effort.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Brandon. Pass to Garnett. And the rebound collected by Ori. The Lakers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And there's the drive. And the basket is good.
Tyronn Lue so quick with the ball in his hands.
Minnesota shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Brandon. Inside, Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Harper, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. The fader. Offensive rebound. Here's Fox. Hits the jump hook.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shaquille O'Neal.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Here's Lue. Doesn't go for him. Smith with some nice D. Driving in. He gets it in there.
Joe Smith.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lue. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game. Sealy, that's good. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Here's Lue. Sinks that one from the post. And the Lakers lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Rebound, Minnesota.
Los Angeles foul. Number 21. First personal foul, fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
Paint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.